Hi! How's it going, guys? I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm doing pretty good. I just had dinner with my brother. We ate burgers, but it was too much, bro. I ate too much. Mm, Feels kind of bad in my tummy, but that's okay. I probably won't eat that much tomorrow because of that, because I am honestly so full. I might as well just skip lunch tomorrow because I don't think I will have. I don't think this will all be out of my body by then. Sorry. Anyway, I am here now. I am gonna play some Genshin. We're gonna do Neuvillette story quest. I have no idea what it's about. I'm excited. Let me just turn off that music. Damn. And I don't know how long it is, but I'm assuming it's not gonna last 3 hours. Okay. Wait. What the fuck? Alright. I thought it wasn't gonna show. I was concerned for a minute. But yeah, I was doing some exploration in the new region already, so I'll come back to that later. But I'm gonna do this first. There's also a bunch of new world quests that I have to do. So I will be streaming those as well. I'm actually probably gonna take the week off stream next week. Just as I said I would do, like, every now and then I'm gonna take like a week off. Just because sometimes it can be a little tiring to stream every other day. We are in Palais Marmonia. There's also this guy, he has a story quest for me. Oh, what's up?
Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neuvillette, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
What? It's Neuvillette. Why'd you have to pronounce it like that? It's Neuvillette.
That's right.
Oh, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
Neuvillette! Sidine! Hey there!
Oh, she has no wings.
Ugh, Traveler in
So
Paimon,
cute.
please help me talk our Chief Justice out of this. He wants to investigate a case on his own. Now, this is completely unprecedented. How can we have the Udex acting like a private detective?
Planning to break into a new industry? I can introduce you to some amazing detectives.
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have no such plans. Oh, apologies. I took your question in earnest, but it now occurs to me that it was most likely in jest.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
Oh.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
Huh?
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding. I will leave a note explaining my absence on my desk. I would appreciate it if you could take it to Lady Farina. She may have no interest in official affairs, but standard procedure dictates that I'm still responsible for reporting to her.
Yes, understood. I'll come back later and deliver the note to her.
I'm so glad some of the Melusines are voice acted. They're so adorable.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events.
Okay.
There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Conflicts of interest? Care to explain in detail?
Come on, stop being so secretive. We still have no idea what's going on.
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago, I became the Udex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms.
Oh, more than 400 years ago.
There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life.
Oh my god!
And Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines.
You're concerned that you're the perpetrator's real target?
All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations.
The Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans.
So he was born with that form.
Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
If you put it that way, we're also outsiders to Fontaine.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
I will write my note of absence right away. Let us depart together once I'm done. Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
So Neuvillette feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but is that really true? Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective on a lot of things. Anyway, let's catch up with him first.
Wait, was I? Oh god, I had to check because I thought...
I've been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more accurate term in private occasions. Please allow me to
She's so tiny.
rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with the previous version instead.
I had to check OBS because I had a thought in my head like, am I muted or not? And I was concerned that I was, but I'm not. Sometimes I just forget. So where's the little lady? Over there.
I never thought I'd see him here.
Does anyone have a camera?
What the fuck you want?
We should have gone up to him and said something.
Yeah, that was the perfect opportunity.
What were you gonna say anyway? Dogs. These dogs are so fancy.
Quit following me.
The weather's amazing today.
Oh, look at her. She's so cute. I love
Kiara.
Melusines.
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aw, she's adorable. Hey there, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right. I remember now. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Someone who follows you from behind, someone who always strikes up a conversation with you.
Did you think of something? Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
I
Do
mean,
you
it's
still
good.
have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions.
Are they concealing their identity on purpose?
We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure. Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone scheming to hurt Kiara can forget about it. Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Big Sis Paimon.
Don't worry, your Big Sis Paimon is super strong.
Sure.
All right, let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See you around. So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette.
Oh, wow.
That must have been a long time ago.
So they're old as fuck.
Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you? My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis. Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
Who the fuck? I missed 2
Strange.
streams. Hi,
Paimon
Atsuko.
felt like
That's
someone
okay.
was following
How,
us.
how are you doing? I'm good. How are you?
Alof!
Oh, I love their animation.
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two?
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
On a secret mission. We're protecting Kiara.
All right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all. That was quick. What were you inspecting?
Didn't do this question. I'm happy to discover it with you. Hell yeah. I just started it like 5 minutes ago.
I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains.
Wow.
No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see their residual stains for some time. Pretty cool, huh?
You already have 100% in your region? What the hell? How?
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please
don't
wait a
sleep
moment while I
well.
take your measurements. The sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along really well. Huh? What are you looking at?
I think there's someone over there.
Is there really someone watching us? Shh! Let's sneak over and take a look.
Shh. I'm gonna keep talking loud. Charlotte! Stop stalking.
Strange. Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha!
Yeah, what the heck?
Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the type to...
Threat letter? What threat letter?
What are you doing here exactly?
This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is every journalist's dream, but it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think? Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
I don't think he'd agree. It's better if we kept this secret.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. Oh, what a shame. Chances like this don't come by very often, you know. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about? I swear I won't tell.
Sure.
All right, then.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little Melazine. Shh!
Not so loud.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning to continue the series. And now someone's coming after her.
Have you pulled for a Neuvillette? Yeah, I did get him on the day he was released. It was nice. I got him.
I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry, I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melazines, so...
And his weapon? No, I didn't roll on the weapon banner. I usually don't do that. I'm not sure I'm gonna build him, so... Not yet, actually, so I didn't want to, like, waste my fates on the weapon banner.
Anyway, I'll get going now. Watch yourselves, alright?
Did you get him?
Well, that was a nice chat. Let's head back and check on Kiara.
Pull around!
What do you think? The design looks pretty good, huh?
How many wishes do you have left? I have like 80 something right now. Did he come home early? Yeah, I don't know because I had like some pity built, but I don't remember. I don't think he came home that early. I think it took a little bit, but I don't remember exactly. I didn't pull for him, but I pulled his weapon. I don't know why. Okay.
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
I fucking love Chlorian. She's so beautiful.
Cloran! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere.
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases.
God, leave him alone.
I happened to have some time at the moment and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Custom made, and you still have those two buttons ready to fucking pop out? Alright.
Neuvillette sure is lucky to have someone like you.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay then, we'll leave Kiara in your hands. Come on, let's go find Neuvillette.
How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
Ooh! Then shall we go out to play? How about a beach vacation?
Oh.
Like last time. I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help. How has your work been?
Same as usual.
Ooh! Then I've even signed up.
Okay, where are we going now? I'll back up here. Oh, wow.
Quit following me.
Oh shit, I gotta go get my water.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
I'll be back in a second. Okay, I am here. I took a grape from the kitchen. Alright.
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect Kiara.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too. Well, did you find any leads?
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge against me.
They both sound like pretty solid plans, but can you really finish browsing through all these documents? That's a lot of reading even for Paimon.
What do you mean even for Paimon? You don't read?
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room.
Okay, let's go. About Risley. The defendant Risley has confessed to his crimes and was declared guilty by Iudex Neuvillette. Dude, what did he do? Risley will be exiled to the fortress of Meripede, where he will be serving his sentence. During the trial, Neuvillette remained silent for a long time. Okay. About the bribery case. There has been a severe bribery scandal within the Guard. The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has investigated the case. All suspects involved have been arrested. The suspects have confessed to their crimes. Okay. About the Representative Council's proposal. The Representative Council has filed a request to collaborate with the Maréchaussée Phantom on certain public events. Based on research, they believe that Melusine can enhance the popularity of these events. The Maréchaussée Phantom has yet to respond, however, it has not prohibited the Melusine from participating in such activities. About the smuggling case. The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the Guard and Maréchaussée Phantom. The principal offenders have received judgment based on the severity of their crimes. Please refer to the appendix for the list of names. About the Spina di Rosula. Kalas, boss of the Spina di Rosula, was defeated in a duel and died of serious injuries. The defense of his honor has now come to a close. The defendant did not raise any objections throughout the trial. Iudex Neuvillette reserved judgment in this case. Its details are still under investigation. Okay.
Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
A billion!
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right, let us take a break then.
A tea break. Let's sit on the couch. Awkward silence. Okay, Paimon.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something? All the silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mermonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you!
He's our bitch.
Paimon wonders what Neuvillette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Oh, that was you doing the sound that Paimon made?
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like D-Luke.
Man, I miss D-Luke.
What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
Nice. Are we about to drink water? Lame.
So it's just plain old water?
Paimon, what would you complain?
What did you think it was?
I don't know, Coke! Coca-Cola!
Since you're the Chief Justice and all, Paimon thought you'd prefer something more sophisticated.
And then he's like, oh, sophisticated? You think water's not sophisticated?
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated. I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa Village, and Inazuma's Konda Village.
Seriously?
Here is one of their latest products. Water from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Isn't that, like, also kind of a swamp? I don't know. Would I drink that? Is there any difference? They're all just water, aren't they?
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, The waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintza Village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda Village placid.
You're weird.
Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any difference at all. Isn't this just normal water?
Isn't it the wood where the water goes up and down? Yeah, it is.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
It just feels kind of like a swampy place, I guess.
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon's pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. How did you do it anyway? Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
That could be the case.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're the Hydro Dragon, why would you become Chief Justice in human society? Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence. In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly.
Is there anyone who can answer those questions?
Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
True. Some of them have very unique personalities, too.
Apep is like very mad.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare. Alas, time is limited. We should move on with our investigation.
Are we gonna continue reading these documents? Paimon's getting dizzy already.
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago,
Water.
another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
The Fountain of Lucine?
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is the vessel of countless memories and emotions. If there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, they should also hold an intense resentment towards me. Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element within the fountain.
Why didn't Paimon think of that? Come on, let's go take a look!
Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near the Fountain of Lucine during the evening.
Unless they all decided to be here because fucking Neuvillette decided to hang out at the fountain. I ate too much food, man. That's not good.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
What do you want?
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Shut up!
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next? Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Not really. Should I drink more primordial seawater?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
Certainly.
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you? Whoa, it's glowing!
Wow. Pretty. Ah, my eyes! What the hell? What just happened? Everything looks a little different than how they are normally. I should continue forward and take a look around. I'm in a movie! Am I in the past? What's happening? Oh, this is really nice. The opera is not here right now. Interesting. This looks like, I mean, this is obviously the distant past because there's no opera.
Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur
Oh,
Neuvillette.
Carol.
The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risk.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village. But I want to see the outside world nonetheless. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence, or what I'm capable of contributing to this world. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Yeah.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village.
Oh.
It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head. And I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Damn, bitch. This is already making me emotional. Because of what we know about Carol. This music is also just so sad.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards!
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Okay, you're talking shit with a name like Clotaire? Shut the hell up!
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Neuvillette allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Clodomir? Like, are you fucking serious with the names?
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Maréchaussée Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Neuvillette in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Maréchaussée Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation.
Damn. His hair is kind of cool.
There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Neuvillette's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Racist.
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Neuvillette said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Oh my god, this is so... France, yeah. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to see something that's gonna make me sad.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melazines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melazines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you've put in. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
What kind of name is that? Suave goth.
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
So God, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Turn the murderer in!
What the hell?
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette too!
Oh God.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
So this sucks.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime, whose interests have been undermined by the reform. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. People like her are the most vulnerable to deception and betrayal.
Oh.
From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. Because I too began working towards that pie-in-the-sky dream of hers. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along. Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind. Only through bloodshed can their debt be repaid.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Neuvillette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this has nothing to do with any of you. I will take responsibility for everything.
Damn, bro. Murder. It sucks. We lost Carol.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Oh fuck, what'd he do?
Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
I'm thinking... We should try our best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out?
Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Neuvillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Neuvillette's guaranteed to do everything he can to keep Vautrin around. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Neuvillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Neuvillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve. The benefits are endless.
Wow.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did? Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice. I understand your decision. Which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Holy shit.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Bro, this is sad. Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. It feels very rhythmic the way they say it, right?
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
What was that?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me.
Oh, Neuvillette.
I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the Fountain of Lucine to boil over, due to my negligence. The overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Wow. The Hydro Dragon is more powerful than Paimon thought.
He's a dragon.
The last time we came here, the Traveler only heard voices from the Fountain of Lucine. No emotions boiling over or anything.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with irrelevant memories isn't exactly a pleasant experience.
This sucks. Hyalid, yeah, he's so sad. I feel so bad for him. The memories I saw related to you.
Which ones?
From when you brought Carol to the court of Fontaine to when you declared Vautrin guilty. That was really sad, Neuvillette. I do want a hug.
That's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do something.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to help too.
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange. I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to be related to a smuggling case. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of the documents?
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Navia!
I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, my girl.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asking around or anything. Don't worry. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Oh my god. Every time she shows up, I'm just mesmerized. Her model is so detailed and beautiful, like the flowers on her hat, all of the little bows everywhere. Fuck. She's so...
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you.
Yeah, we noticed.
You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know asked around for information, then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all across Fontaine.
Good lord.
So that's what Charlotte meant.
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long, but the rumors still spread faster than I imagined.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think. Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and follow up on their progress. Wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Fuck, I love you!
Neuvillette, do you think there'll be any problems now that the word is out?
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusines. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back to the Palais.
Yeah. What was happening?
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
What? That's it? Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
This guy's name is fucking Serurier. Fuck you. Serurier. Like, they'll just take words. they'll just take words and turn them into names. I hate it. Serrurier means locksmith.
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves.
This guy's
But
Herbier.
no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any suspicious persons, report them to the guards immediately.
Damn. Everyone, yeah.
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
Isn't Velida like, what's Velida again? I think, hold on. It's like a brand of things. I guess it's like a brand. The pen to write on board, on a whiteboard. Yeah, that's what I thought. But it's also apparently really, I typed like Velida online, and it said something about, it was like a Celtic goddess, apparently, also. So that's probably more based on that than the fucking whiteboard, markers.
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
This lady is called Delphine, and I have like 2 friends with that name.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right, let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals, especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
Oh, they're friends.
I heard even Neuvillette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Neuvillette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh! Look! Isn't that Neuvillette? I think he's looking at us.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
That's so nice. People feel so much better about Melusine than they used to.
This is truly wonderful.
It is. I want to cry.
Wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise to unnecessary commotion. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mermonia. The faster we uncover the truth, the better.
Boileau. I mean, seriously. That fucking guy named Serrurier. Like, come on. What? Yeah, that's what Boileau means. I mean, drink water. Drink the water. The names are really fun. Look for suspicious documents. We already looked about the...
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. This is the one. The list of involved suspects should be... Ah, found it.
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening letter to Kiara on the list?
Yes, there is something suspicious about Essin, to be precise. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
Should we tell Navia about this?
Monsieur Neuvillette, someone claiming to be from the Spina Dorsula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe."
Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect's name.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here. We should head over and take a look.
Spina di Rosula. I found someone named Chloroform. Are you for real? There's no way. What? That has to be a joke. This is a joke, right? Please tell me this is a joke. Hi guys. Wow, everyone's so serious.
Hey Navia, we're here!
Hey Navia, we're here. Oh, are those the suspects that were supposed to be— Oh, shut up, Paimon!
Whoa.
Oh my
Check
god.
out these people. Hey there, are you Navia's friends too?
Stop!
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but I sent for someone to invite them over.
Oh, okay.
Invite them over?
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I asked them if they'd like to come and have some.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup like this for ages.
Mas say no.
Something feels off, but oh well. Let's get back to business. Is there anyone called Essa here?
Yes, that's me.
Hey, man.
You're Essa?
When I finished the quest I was doing, he disappeared. I won't tell you why, not to not spoil you. Okay.
Yes, monsieur, Neuvillette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
You little bitch.
I did, but I was just following orders.
Sure.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico? Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress, right?
Let's go! What? Why are they asking me about unfinished comedy? I never even triggered that quest. What's up with that? Hello? Whoa, my god. That was scary. Risley.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guests.
Yeah, you don't have to say that.
Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke himself. Guess we made a name for ourselves in this place.
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Okay.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Did I hear someone say Melazine?
I see.
What happened? Sijuin!
The Melazine named Kiara received a threatening letter.
Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her seems to be imprisoned here.
Really? Kiara gonna be okay?
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Wriothesley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you.
It's like
That's
a
your
fucking
only
dog.
demand, correct?
She's gonna be playable. I want her. She's so cute. Siegeween. Yeah, I'm sure she will be. I saw some. I mean, I'm assuming with the model that she has, she will be.
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal for trial. I urge you to set aside any concern. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were you here, Grace, Paimon would take this chance to ask for something really important.
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a lighter sentence. But I'm sure Monsieur Neuvillette would reject that.
What did he do?
But enough jokes. I'll look for Domenico and bring him to you. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned you quite a few times, so I'm sure she has a lot to say.
Please come with me to the infirmary.
Alright.
And watch your step. There's some pretty
Look.
dark areas, so make sure...
The fortress is pretty hard to navigate.
Squall and Fury.
I think I got the hang of it, but
Did Neuvillette just walk by?
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
what do you want?
The wind rises.
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink?
Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway.
Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that.
Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated? I mean, I would assume so.
I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about.
Tea?
Typical Siegeween. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
The criminals we passed by earlier.
You noticed them too. The badges they wore on their chests looked quite familiar.
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
Fuck, dude, fuck! Wait a second. Paimon and I will go. You're not exactly a sight for sore eyes around here.
That's not a bad idea. I will stay here and wait for news from you. I place great trust in Wriothesley, so I rarely visit the fortress of Meropide. However, exceptional circumstances call for exceptional measures. I hope I didn't cause him too much trouble.
Okay.
Squall and Fury.
Hello.
Anything you need?
The badge you're wearing.
Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history, going back as far as 400 years ago. We have never had many members throughout our history, nor do we have much of a reputation, but everyone treats each other like family. Helping each other is our purpose. At the same time, we seek to maintain just dealings as much as possible.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
I don't know, Paimon. It sounds like a cult.
All we want is to defend ourselves. None of us have ever committed serious crimes, and we're not especially powerful either. We're at a natural disadvantage here in the fortress, but people won't give us a hard time if we stick together.
Sus.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, here's our flyer.
Help each other. Do all you can to further justice. Do not detest just judgment. The above are the 3 principles of your mutual aid network. All are welcome to join and membership is free. Okay, there are no compulsory group events. The mutual aid network encourages members to do what they are able including but not limited to cleaning, exercising, tutoring, and studying. It is hoped that all Mutual Aid Network members will, during their time in the Fortress of Meripede, face up to the crimes they have committed, encourage each other, support each other, and welcome the future together. Okay.
Our slogan may have evolved over the centuries, but our goal has remained unchanged. Here, this book is for you. You're welcome to come and sign up anytime.
You two look kind of familiar.
The badge you're wearing.
It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid Network designed by our first president. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself, though.
Medal of Peace?
The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, he never used his strength against anyone. He encouraged the weaker criminals to stick together and look out for each other. All of us have a lot of respect for him.
Okay, I see what this is.
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neuvillette.
I need her to stop pronouncing it Neuvillette.
Quit following.
There's no R. It's just Neuvillette.
Too slow.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network.
I was gonna ask if that's correct because like everyone is doing it. Yeah, I think that's just a common way for like English-speaking people to pronounce that that sound, that's French sound, but it's just as it's as easy as Neuvillette, you know? There's no R, and it's not Neuvillette either, because some people also do that, but it's just Neuvillette. Neuvillette. Oriol is a commune of France. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of characters here named after like villages and cities and whatnot.
According to them, the badge's design was inspired by the Medal of Peace. Have you seen any of those before?
I personally crafted 2 of them myself. They were awarded to Carol and Vautrin. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire. The only one that remained should belong to Vautrin.
Oh, so the network was inspired by...
Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get to the bottom of this situation.
Go to Risley's office.
Quit following.
Certainly! I'm not like super familiar with this pronunciation. I mean, I'm assuming it's like, it's not easy to pronounce when you're not like a French speaker, I'm assuming. Like, just like some words are weird to pronounce for us. I have trouble with some English words still. Like, I'm not blaming anybody for,
Allow me
having
to
a hard
introduce
time,
this
to be honest, because...
Fine gentleman, Domenico.
Because it is hard. Yeah.
Why don't you explain everything to him?
English is more forward in the sounds it makes. Yeah, it depends, because, like, I don't know how, if I have, like, an example, but there's just some words that... Okay, his name, for example. I'm having a really hard time with it, because it's like a the sound followed by a z. A z sound, which is like, what? It's like Risley. When I can't pronounce that. I don't know how to do it. And they just do it like effortlessly in this, and I'm just like, what the fuck? In French, we're like talking the mouth closed. Yeah, we mumble a lot. Yeah.
Neuvillette? What do you want? What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Yeah, immediately just get defensive.
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine?
It's like, you know how they pronounce Melusine? The actual way to pronounce it in French would be Melusine. Melusine. but they don't like exaggerate it, which is also understandable because it would feel like out of place with the rest of like the English words. So even I, when I'm speaking in English and I have to say Melusine, I say it in like the way they pronounce it because it feels more natural than to say Melusine instead. Because Melusine is like the real pronunciation, but it would feel very out of place. I feel like it's that way for a lot of French words that they have to place in the middle of like English sentences, if that makes sense. Like sometimes, like I don't dunk on the pronunciation if it's like consistent with the way they pronounce the rest of them. I don't know. There has been some words that were pronounced weird, but most of the time it's mostly because it's trying to make the word fit in with the rest. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense.
Hassan has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
Oh, that idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yes.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. The Chief Justice of Fontaine has been personally investigating your case.
French is so easy. Yeah, it sure is.
I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth. But before that, you must ensure my safety.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods and promised me a generous sum of more in return. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Marechaussee Phantom. They accused me of smuggling prohibited items, and I was put on trial. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right? Well, I suspect that someone got me locked up here so they could get their hands on my goods.
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
Ignorance is not an excuse, by the way. You're hopeless.
My initial target was Neuvillette. Everyone in the Fortress of Meripede was declared guilty by him, after all. So they must more or less hold a grudge against him, right? If I could get them to strike back. But for some reason, no one wanted to team up with me. That mutual aid network in particular. What did those nobodies even gain from trying to challenge me? Seriously. In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things. I recall that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection. So I asked one of the more approachable guards to send a letter, claiming that I meant to contact my family. But the letter was in fact addressed to Essa. I requested that he write a threat letter to Chiara and force her to resign from the Marechaussee Phantom.
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later.
Execute him.
So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melusines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long ago was this incident?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things. Everything's different now.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melusines you brought to Fontaine were the outliers in society.
Okay, my poster is actually pretty good right now, but thank you for reminding me though. I'm just, like, adjusting my seat real quick. But other than that, for once, I was sitting normally.
But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the Melusines, people wouldn't just sit back and do nothing. I trust that they would make different choices from before.
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up for Melusines on our way back to the Palais Mermonia.
Monsieur Neuvillette, the Melusines are a species you introduced to Fontaine. How the public treats them is also reflective of their attitude towards you.
It's a celebrate, yeah!
When people refused to place their trust in Melusines, it was because they were still on the fence about you, their unfamiliar Chief Justice. For almost 500 years, you've conducted every trial with impartiality. You made the right judgment each time, regardless of whatever nonsense went on. People no longer have any reservations about you, and even consider you a symbol of the law. Right now, your every decision will impact all of Fontaine. In other words, you've gradually transformed the whole nation.
Paimon gets it now. No wonder no one wanted to join forces with Domenico.
Tragedies like that won't ever happen again.
I am undeserving of such high compliments. From my perspective, I have simply been fulfilling my duties. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. I'm simply fulfilling the promises I've made and searching for answers through my judgments. It is unnecessary to hold me in such high regard. The complexity of human emotions and willpower far exceed those of mine. As a matter of fact, I believe that you are the ones who deserve my respect.
I received my money. You need to send me your prices. For what? For what commission? Art commissions? Are you looking for like art commissions? What?
There's no need to be so modest. The current state of affairs says it all. You're no longer that outsider you were before. Even if you wished to investigate something on your own, many would take the initiative to lend you a hand.
Okay, I have not adjusted my art prices in a while. I will have to look at that. I'll get back to you.
I must say that you've made a fair point. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Now that the case has been settled, I should get going.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't exactly remember right now how much I charge for things, because I haven't been doing commissions, recently. But yeah, I'll have to look at it.
You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
This guy's obsessed with tea. That's all he talks about.
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem themselves, there will inevitably be those who harbor resentment towards me. The less time I spend here, the better. My presence could very well result in an unwanted disturbance.
In that case, I'll have to insist. I still have 2 more things to say.
Please,
What?
go ahead.
The first is about the guard who helped Domenico send that letter.
I know of what you speak. The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Memornia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited today on personal business. Therefore, I leave that matter in your hands.
Oh. He'll definitely be friends with Zhongli. I feel like they would be pals, yeah, that would be nice.
Well, that makes things a lot easier.
You're not going to.
Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have a tendency to sympathize with others. However, down here, such thoughts will put you at high risk. I'll have a chat with the guard and remind him to take precautions in the future.
I see no issues with that.
Just a little chat.
Great! That's one thing out of the way. What's the other thing you wanted to say?
The other thing was born from my own sense of curiosity. Now, I've heard that you investigated the Mutual Aid Network.
Yep. Neuvillette thought their badges looked familiar.
I noticed the small gang as well when I first took over the Fortress of Meripede. They were not great in number, but every member always made sure to stand up for what was right. I've looked into their founder, Vautrin.
Oh, I
who
fucking
once
knew it
stood
was
trial
him!
And was sentenced to imprisonment in the fortress. According to existing documentation, Vautrin remained disciplined throughout his imprisonment. He had never once engaged in physical or verbal aggression. In other words, how he presented himself in prison was very different from his behavior in court.
What?
Doesn't he hate Neuvillette?
During his trial, I could sense that his feelings were complicated. He appeared to be full of resentment, and I believe he had every right to feel that way.
Perhaps he had been putting on an act.
Oh.
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship as superior and subordinate. Vautrin must have known that the Chief Justice would make an impartial judgment. Thus, the more resentment he displayed, the clearer it would be to those present that you were upholding justice. And to those who had been sitting on the fence, Vautrin's act was a very meaningful one.
Oh, okay.
That's all from me. Does anyone else have anything to say? Now's your chance.
I don't have anything to say. Apart from expressing my gratitude, that is. Well then, let us head back. No need to see us off.
Let's get out of here. I'm sick of this place.
Please, take care.
It stinks. And every time I'm down here, I feel like my ears are getting plugged up. What the
That
heck?
trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin.
Yeah.
The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But Risley said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Risley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on Fontaine. What do you think, Traveler? Hey, any comments?
What I really think is...
What the hell? I'm talking?
Every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
As the Hydro Dragon Sovereign, Neuvillette still thinks of himself as an outsider due to his identity. But so much time has passed since then. Perhaps the lines between him and humans have long since blurred.
That is indeed a reasonable assumption. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. Since some time ago, I have begun to notice the changes that have occurred upon my person. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence, but emerged as a result of time itself. I will try to contemplate this further. Thank you both.
Crying!
It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Who's been threatening Melazines? Show yourself!
You will see much in the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
my god.
Is the matter resolved?
That was such a nice cutscene. What the hell?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter. Risley said he'd keep a close eye on him, so the Melusine should be safe now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you all into this.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Mermonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger.
This is so nice. Sorry, I'm emotional. This is...
I was worried that the excess of protection would make her feel uneasy, so I asked her to stay inside the Palais. It's very safe in there.
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur Neuvillette, would you be interested in an exclusive interview?
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course.
Really?
My schedule is full for the following weeks, but I should be available next month.
Yeah, there was like, I have like a crying state for this model, but I can't activate it when I'm playing Genshin. It doesn't work for some reason.
Come up with questions during the intervening days, and I will answer them to the best of my ability.
The only way I can activate it is by doing like gestures with my hands, but it's very hard because I have to do it towards my webcam, and it doesn't always work. Is she okay?
Yes! Thank you so much, Monsieur!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a communique to publicize our investigation results. I hope it will assuage the concerns of all.
Man.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I dreaming? What should I ask him? Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity and ask away.
I agree. He'll decline any question he can't answer anyway, so you might as well give all of them a shot.
Oh, don't let anything...
I agree.
Want to hear Madame? Yeah. Oh man. That cutscene was absolutely beautiful. I am really loving this story quest. I feel like Neuvillette is like one of Hoyoverse's favorite characters at this point. Like between this and like his trailer, like his demo and stuff, all the stuff related to him, there's like a lot of work that was put into his story, and I think it's really nice. Hi, Kiara.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvillette? Sorry, I accidentally fell asleep.
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter. You're safe now.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good, so I easily forget things. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way? I haven't seen her in a long time. In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, "Kiara, our dreams have finally come true." I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why. But I felt really happy too.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are happy to. Oh, I almost forgot. Am I allowed to go out now? I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler, and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time.
That was so nice. Fuck. Act 1. Farina replied, "Personal reasons? Oh me, oh my, has our Chief Justice finally come to his senses? If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. You should follow my example and go out more often. You need to get to know your people better. Even if something unfortunate happens, you'll still run into lots of unique characters along the way. What do you think? The human world isn't so bad now, is it?" Aww.
I really can't fathom what goes on in her head sometime.
That was really nice. I really love this quest. Damn. I still have like an hour to play, so I'm gonna do some exploration or like start maybe one of the world quests probably. What other quest? What are you talking about? What the fuck is Reborn in the Land of Grievances? Wait, what? Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Current quest, Unfinished Comedy. Continuing the current quest may cause parts of the following quests to become occupied. Progress cannot be made on occupied quests. Okay, good night, Atsuko. Have a good day at work tomorrow. I don't know if you have work tomorrow, but have a good day tomorrow and sleep well also. And thank you. I'll see you later. I'm really confused. Yeah, me too. Continuing the current quest may cause parts of the following quest to become occupied. Progress cannot be made on occupied quests. This quest requires a significant amount of time to complete. You will not be able to continue progression on occupied quests until the quest is completed. You will not be able to undo this action once you confirm accepting this quest. But I don't even know what that second one is. I'm really confused. Hold on.
Such thing as pure freedom in this world.
Is that the name of Neuvillette? I think this is... Reborn in the Land of Grievances. I don't know what that is. It says like it's a story quest, but what? Land of Grievances. Oh, fuck. it's okay. I guess it's the first act of Risley's story quest, but it's not out yet. I can't play that. But I mean, I'm sure I can finish this before it comes out. I've heard it's like a very long quest, but I mean, I got time, right? How? I do want to do it though.
Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Cause Risley's story quest comes out in like 14 days. I think I'm good, man. I can probably start that and get some work done on it. Since apparently it's one of those like Aranyaka type quests that are really long, but I'm probably gonna do some progress on it off screen. Like off stream, I mean. I'm thinking. I'm hesitating. I don't know. Alright, I'll do it. I'm sure it's fine, dude.
Too slow.
Pretty face. Hello, sir, and hello to your cute companion. Dirty Face Darcy at your service. Dirty Face? That's right, just call me Dirty Face Darcy. They used to call me Pretty Face on the outside, but that nickname is just so lame. Please just call me Dirty Face instead. Oh, that's just a cool nickname. I wash my face every day. You don't have to stand all the way over there. Any news? Too bad it's not time for pancreation yet. Let me think. How about this? Why don't I take you to have some fun? A few folks have locked horns over the chance to go outside. I had no idea those Fontaine Research Institute guys could dish it out like that. I'm guessing they'll be here any minute now. What do you think? Think of it as an opening act before the real pancreation match starts. Wanna check it out? Okay. Let's go. Hi, Estienne. I've brought 2 new friends with me. Your new friends may have come at a bad time. See that? They're gonna be at it for a while. That's an unscientific way of keeping score. Besides, the participants were unsupervised. Is that any way to produce convincing results? I'm calling for a reassessment. This is a competition, of course. We should have a refined system and fair rules. Participants who don't follow the rules should be disqualified. You talk a good game. I would expect nothing less from someone who's been through the ringer. If you're referring to the fraudulent thesis case, I've already made my point several times now. The case is still under investigation. It's useless to try and attack my character with something like that. If you say so. After all, you're the only one who knows the truth. Oh, it's Genevieve and Rave again. I'll talk to you about my things later then. I'm gonna bounce for now. I'll leave my 2 new friends to you. He left us just like that? Some guide. Paimon gives him 0 stars. 0! Mr. Guard, as the organizer, it's not exactly proper for you to stay out of this discussion of the rules, is it? Haha, this is just a game to pass the time. How was I supposed to know you'd all get so riled up over it, let alone take it this seriously? Right, why don't we introduce the rules of the game to the new players? A game? Heh, there's no game the 2 of us can't win. Wait a sec, we still don't know what the game even is yet. Don't try and change the subject. We're already halfway through the game, and they don't even know the fundamental rules. They can't just join in now. So what are you guys playing? Coupon Millionaire. Paimon has never heard of such a game. Of course not. This is just what the heartless guards play to make fun of us. Everyone loses, and I'm sure you know who wins. That's not true. You work to earn coupons during the game, and the one that has the most coupons will get an even better reward from me. So everyone wins, but one person wins more than the rest. A reward better than coupons? What could it be? In Darcy's words, a chance to be under the sun. Some of our periodic checks need to be performed outside, and I get to decide who gets these jobs. It wouldn't be very interesting if I just picked based on my preference. So I created Coupon Millionaire, and those who want to go outside are free to sign up. Whoever gets the most coupons wins the game. If you feel that your strength alone will be insufficient, you can find others to group up with. As for how you earn coupons, I don't care about that. As far as games go, the rules are really vague. It's part of the strategy. Does the Fontaine Research Institute not have similar games? How about you, Darcy's new friends? Sorry everyone, but I'm going to win. It's not impossible to come back from behind, but only those who have the means will be able to do it. As for them, Estienne, maybe you should arrange a special condition for children. Competition. Children's competition? Paimon doesn't know who you are, but you shouldn't underestimate us. We've seen some things. It's just a game, and we're gonna cruise through it. No, I will definitely be the biggest winner. Oh wow, a real child, and a confident one at all. That's what Cater said, and he's never lied to me. What are y'all doing here? You again, Estienne? I didn't break any rules, did I? In fact, I even increased everyone's work efficiency, and that should be to my credit. You know what I mean? Know your place, Estienne. You're a guard, and you should use your power to make them obey you. I have my way of doing things, and you know it's been some time since you arrived here at the fortress. You should try blending in a little more. Laziness, apathy, I will restore order here, starting with you. Stop this gathering and go back to what you were doing. I am not as lenient as Estienne. If I'm going to restore order, then punishments are a must. I don't think you want to know what they are. Are there things that even I don't know? I jest. You don't need to waste any of your time on this game that we played to kill time. The fortress is huge, and I'm sure there are other things that require your attention. I don't need you to remind me. Finally, being serious can be a virtue, but being overly serious is something else. Anyway, now that the annoying guy is gone, will you join the game, Darcy's new friends? What sort of person leaves their friends behind anyway? We aren't his friends. In fact, Paimon's gonna use his uncool nickname to address him. That pretty face is a jerk. Huh? Wait a minute, that nickname doesn't sound all that mean. Alright then, what should we call you? Call me Paimon and this is Miss. As for the game, we'll need more time to think about this. Sure, if you change your mind, please feel free to talk to me. Talk to the little girl. Where is she?
Quit following me.
There you are! Oh, you again. And you're, are you a bird, little one? A bird? Paimon doesn't look like a bird. The way you keep talking. You mean melodic chirping? That's so strange. You can fly, but you're not a bird. Are you an evil dragon? Or an evil dragonling? The way you eat and your thirst for wealth certainly fits the bill. No, they don't! Anyway, he's Miss, and Paimon's name is Paimon. What's your name? I'm Lenoir. Mr. Mist and Miss Paimon, will you please tell me whether the evil sorcerer is still there? The evil sorcerer? Yes, with black clothes and a staff that has branches sticking out of it. Cater said that I mustn't get spotted by that sorcerer or things will get very bad. Where is this wicked spellslinger? My sword is ready. Why are you playing along? Paimon thinks he's talking about who we just saw. Must have been a guard, right? So who's this bad sorcerer? Estienne or Noai? Estienne is a good sorcerer. He brought me flowers when he returned last time. They had the same color as my skirt. Hi, glad to see you. How are you doing? Hi, I'm good. How are you? I'm just chilling. I just finished Neuvillette's story quest and now I'm doing this world quest that's really long apparently. Then Cater taught me how to put them into books to make pressed flowers. That way my books would smell nice too. Is this what they call the fragrance of knowledge? No, I then. Estienne said he was annoying too. Paimon doesn't like him either. It seems like he doesn't think very highly of us. Anyway, the evil sorcerer's gone now. Still, why is a little kid like you in the fortress of Meripede? I've committed crimes. I've always been here. Why does everyone ask me that? It's so strange. Don't you two have your own home too? Home is where your family is. That's what Cater said too, which is why I have a home that I don't know about. How do you call a place that you don't know home? Night cooking, nice. What are you cooking? Wait, I can't? That's a toughie. But I'm sure Cater knows the answer. He knows lots of things and a lot of stories. Might Cater by any chance be a kid who looks about the same age as you? Nope, he's a lot taller than me, taller than Mr. Mist, and taller than the evil sorcerer. But I think he's afraid of the evil sorcerer. He lost his sword and the evil sorcerer has a powerful staff, so he hides when the evil sorcerer comes out. This Cater sounds mysterious, and maybe Lenore is just too young? She hasn't been very clear about herself at all. Maybe the Skater knows more? I guess we can go meet him. We want to meet Cater. Will you take us to see him? Sure, but it's too soon to go back. I want to explore this place while the evil sorcerer isn't here. Will you come with me? Let's go. Let's go! I'm cooking smoked turkey soup, or rather from its parts with beans. Nice! I had a turkey and decided from what was left I would cook soup. Hell yeah! Oh my god! Hello? Little Skylark, why are you here? Careful now, the evil sorcerer might catch you and put you in a cage. The evil sorcerer isn't here right now. I'm not afraid. Good, good. Atta girl. Hello? This is a fucking... Why is an eremite here? Those who come here frequently will walk around this thing as circles. Nizami said that this is boxing dummy. If you can earn its approval, then you can enter the powwow. No, now Mr. Mist can go take on the fairy beast. What the hell is she talking about? Ouch. I'm sorry, are you alright? What happened? It's the evil sorcerer's magic. We'll be trapped if we get caught in it. Sorry, the light's broken, and this expert here isn't anywhere near as good as he claimed. I never said such a thing. Oh, it's you! It's alright, you're a good sorceress. But that bright light really hurt my eyes. The fourth said that this is Noisebox that transforms evil into good. Turning off the noise box elsewhere is very dangerous, because it might attract the evil sorcerer. Monthly bringing items not related to production into the production zone is forbidden. This includes, but is not limited to, books, paper, collections, and other reading materials, invocation, TCG, and whatever. Are you just going around the whole place? Phew, guess our adventures are almost at an end. The coupon cafeteria is our final stop, so the ultimate destination of adventuring is a good meal. Not bad, right? Adventures take a toll on your body, so eating afterward is a must. That's right, and I've never seen someone as small as Miss Paimon. You were even smaller than Miss Sejuin. You should eat more so you can go bigger. I think Paimon's fine just the way she is. Paimon thinks so too. Let's talk to Bran and see if we can get something good. Yep, it'd be nice if it was the delicious tas ragu though. What? Greetings, Bran. Greetings.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you for the smoke weed. I appreciate it. What can I do for you? I have a free meal. I have 500 free meals. Negative. According to the Fortress of Merapede's coupon cafeteria regulations, only one free meal per day shall be permitted per person. I'm getting some for everyone. Are you seriously trying to feed everyone here? We just need 2. Understood. Why not 3? I'll have one too. Understood. Enjoy. Mr. Miss Paimon, let's open our meals together, alright? 3, 2, 1. Wow, mine's tas ragu. What did you get? Ew. Is there a pod? I'll cook my own meal. Paimon doesn't want to eat anymore. So I got the only good meal? Will there be enough if we split it into 3 portions? There's even a fortune inside. What do yours say? Paimon's fortune says, luck only brings fleeting pleasure. Lifelong happiness requires hard work. Now Paimon's mad! How about you, Mist? Things happen, don't take it personally. Just, wow. Mine says misfortune is an illness and caring friends are the cure. The two of you went on adventures with me, so you're definitely caring friends, but you got the disgusting meals. The sorceress said that I must remember to pay it forward, so now it's my turn to cure you. Let's go to the rag and bone shop. What?
Squall and Fury. Too slow.
It's like bean soup. Hello, Alvard. Hey, Skylark, want a Fonta? We just got a new shipment. How about your friends? So this is the rag and bone shop. If you have coupons, we have everything from home supplies like Phantasm, Be Gone. What the hell? To devices that can help you in the Pancration Ring. Our wares are trusted and loved by all and sundry. You name it, Rag and Bone Shop has it. We'll take some Hydrophantom's Be Gone. We don't really need this, do we? The special items must be pre-ordered though, or if you're lucky enough, you might find what you want on the for sale list. We do have the other stuff stocked at all times, so back to my question, how about some Fonta? I want everything in Uncle Albert's store. That's not going to be a problem. Let's see, we're almost through with this shipment and only food and drinks are left, but they'll cost you a good number of coupons. Really? Are you sure it won't be a problem? Problem? If you mean coupons, Skater gave me a ton of them, so I should have enough. The food and drinks here are really great, and you're going to love them, Miss Paimon. Cater said that coupons make unfair things fair. Only I got the delicious task for good the coupons cafeteria, and that was unfair. So now I'm going to use my coupons to buy something delicious for the two of you. Time to eat, then. Let's dig in. Hey, that was supposed to be my line, you two! Estienne said that hunger and gross food reduce our work efficiency and put us in a bad mood. We're going to see Cater soon, and we want to be in a good mood when we see him. That's why we need to fill our stomachs with delicious food. We're counting on you, Uncle Alvard. Everything's sold out. Are you serious? Sure, thank you for the business. Everything's sold out? What do you mean? If Lenore says so, we'll dig in. Have a good meal, Miss Paimon. Phew, that was amazing. Paimon's so full she can barely walk. She's getting sleepy, too. Why are we here again? If you can't remember, then maybe it wasn't important. Paimon remembers now. We're supposed to be looking for Cater. Let's go, but I don't know if he's there. If not, we can wait. He might be back soon.
The wind rises. Quit following me. Too slow.
I'm back! Welcome back, Lenore. Looks like you made some friends. Yes! They're Mr. Mist and Miss Paimon. Miss Paimon is small and she can fly, but she's not a bird. She's not a Sealy either. Maybe a small Oceanid? No wonder no one has seen anything like her or knows anything about her. Paimon's Paimon. That's right, Paimon's just Paimon. She's not a Sealy or an Oceanid. What, you're Cater? You look about the same as Lenore. Same age as Lenore. Caterpillar. Caterpillar. Oh, it's Catter. Okay. Caterpillar. Nice to meet you, Mr. Miss and Miss Paimon. Please call me Caterpillar. Please don't be so formal. That feels so strange. Since you're Lenore's friends, sure I can do that. Wait a minute, we've heard the name Caterpillar before, haven't we? Oh yeah, from the guy, his dog. What? Caterpillar. The guy and his dog. That's right, Julian, the painter we met at Samudra Coast. Do you remember him? Sure, the caterpillar he mentioned? You've met Julian? He really went to Sumeru, huh? How is he? Well, not great. According to Julian, his ability to paint everything exactly as he sees it came from you. Did you really give him that power? Is that really what he said? I can't decide if he was exaggerating. What is up with his arms? That's a creature. Wait, so he was lying? But the painting he made for Pepper looked so real, even though the color was a bit off. That was an ability he already had. What I did was to give him certainty. The purer the person, the more obvious the effect of such support is. Pure, huh? Well, he did look kind of gullible. And as for the marvelous bird egg and the tea leaves that activate the imbiber's potential, they're good for your health when consumed in moderation. I didn't know that he would break his certainty like that. I guess you could say that things turned out for the best, though. Anyway, both you and Lenore are children, right? So is your guardian here? Why are the two of you in a place like this? Kira's not a child. He is. Indeed, I am not. As for my present appearance, you can think of it as an illness of sorts. Why are his hands like that? Huh, so that's how it is. I've been here for a long time, well, because of what I've done in the past, but it's more complicated for Lenore. She was born here. Here? In the fortress? You're a strange one, Miss Paimon. I've already told you that I've always been here, haven't I? Agnes, her mother, was plagued by a chronic illness and passed away some time ago. I don't stick my nose into other people's lives, so I didn't know about their situation, but regardless, Lenore wound up with no one to care for her. Maybe it's because I've been here for a long time and Lenore has taken to me, but either way, Estienne's asked me to look after her. So that's how it is, but she shouldn't be here, right? It's not like she's done anything wrong. You're right, I'm just looking after her net for now, and she really should be with her family. And fortunately, she does indeed have family outside the fortress. So that's what she meant when she said she has a home that she doesn't know about. Will she be able to reunite with them soon? About that, things are a little complicated and I'm afraid it won't happen all that soon. How come? Because she doesn't have any proof of identity. Maybe Agnes didn't think of that either. She was the one who'd have needed to start the process to send Lenore away from the fortress. How about her other family members? Estienne said that Agnes wrote them in the past, but that she never received a reply and thus stopped trying altogether. If they knew about the current situation, they might change their minds. That's why I want to take her to her family, and if they don't want to take her in, we'll figure something else out then. Why can't I stay here? Sure, there's an evil sorcerer, but there's a good sorcerer, and you're here too. I don't want to leave. Mother never came back after leaving the fortress. If I leave, does that mean I'll never come back, just like my mother? And I never see you again either, Catter? Agnes left? I don't think Lenore can comprehend what happened. Ah. Either way, this is no place for a child to grow up. How will a sprout bloom without sunlight? You should get out of this place, Lenore. You've heard all of the stories already. There's a real world outside and a family that you are connected to. I'll go with you so you needn't be afraid. I believe you. You've never lied to me. But how will we get her out without proof of identity? Is there anything we can do to help? Is there some loophole or a back door we can use? There are options, but they're too risky. How about this then? Let's follow the rules, albeit not that strictly. How will that work? Every so often, Estienne will bring a few people with him to do some work outside. We use this chance to get Lenore back to her family. She doesn't have any proof of identification to begin with, and the disappearance of someone who never existed on paper isn't exactly going to make news here in the fortress. You aren't talking about Coupon Millionaire, are you? Paimon remembers Estienne saying that whoever gets the most coupons within a time limit will win the chance to go outside. Whoops, our coupons went straight to our stomach. Ah, and Lenore spent a ton more cleaning the rag and bone shop out. We're sure to lose now. What are we gonna do? We won't lose. If Catter says we'll win, then we'll definitely win. Lenore, Paimon suspects you aren't grasping the gravity of the situation at all. Can we get the coupons refunded? We can't just say that she's a child who didn't understand the rules. As the transaction already took place, I'm afraid that won't be so easy. It's fine. The coupons I gave to Lenore were for her to use as she pleased. This little mishap won't change the outcome. Paimon feels kind of bad, though. Why don't we help you? Paimon remembers Estienne saying that you can play the game as a group. Really, Miss Paimon? You and Mr. Miss will play the game with us, too? Yep, and we'll win this thing together. We'll just consider this as a commission with advanced rewards. With us here, this'll be a piece of cake. There are 4 of us, after all. Still, how can we get the most coupons in the least amount of time? I already feel much better knowing that you'll be helping us. Thank you both. As for how to get the coupons, I have a few ideas, but that can wait until tomorrow. You must be exhausted. If you don't mind, why don't you rest up first? There's enough space here. Good idea. Miss, if you're tired, why don't we call it an early night? There are some storybooks, detective novels, and a collection of papers published by the Fontaine Research Institute. Table. Table. A purple pressed flower is stuck between the pages. I'm feeling a little tired. Should we rest now? There's something else I want to ask about? I've already talked. Mr. Miss Paimon and I tried a really wonderful tasting Fonta. Miss Paimon drank a whole lot of it, but she didn't drop down at all. She must know a lot of powerful magic then. Yeah, Miss Paimon's so strong. Read. Written on it is some common knowledge easily understandable to children. Okay. Are we good? Can I go to bed now?
Quit following me.
Catter, what story are you going to tell me today? I've already heard a lot of stories with heroes as the main characters. Today I'll tell you a story about a little girl then. A little girl? Can a little girl also be the main character? Of course she can. It's her own story after all. In other stories she might be a hero herself, or even an evil dragon. There are all kinds of roles she can play. Long, long ago there was a little girl who lived in a giant's garden. The giant took special care of the flowers in the garden and wouldn't allow anyone to pluck even a single one of them. To keep intruders out, the giant built a towering wall around it. Because of this, the little girl living in the giant's garden had never set foot outside of it even once. The giant always told her that the world outside was a dangerous place and that the garden was the safest place she could live in. And then what? Did the little girl listen to the giant? I bet she didn't. If she did, then the story would end there. You're right, the little girl never was one for doing what she was told. Uh-huh. As for the rest of the story, well, let's save that for next time. Wait, where did Caterpillar and Lenore go? Did we oversleep? Let's go look for them. Oh, it seems like we've come at a bad time. Catter's been taken by the evil sorcerer. Haha. What? If I'm not mistaken, you must be Miss and Paimon. I'll come back to your question in a moment. I consulted the records from the last 100 years and I couldn't find any record of a caterpillar. In light of this possible mislaying of documents, we'll need your cooperation to recreate them. There's nothing pressing about the matter, if you ask me. What's the rush about? Estienne, I often get the impression that you couldn't care less about restoring order to this place. I can't agree with your viewpoint. People who habitually indulge their every whim just can't see that too much freedom actually does them harm. I'll restore order to this chaos using my own methods. I'll advise you again not to stand in the way of my work. Chaos? And then that's just another word for think on your feet? You know what? Forget it. Is Caterpillar your real name? Additionally, I'll need you to state your crime in as much detail as possible. The time, location, as well as the final sentence pronounced. The more details you provide, the greater the likelihood we'll have of retrieving your records. If your file was indeed lost, we can fill in a portion of your records based on your statement. I've been called Caterpilling for as long as I can remember. I think this name suits me best, and it's the closest thing I have to a real name. Real name? Caterpillar. Confirmed to be correct. Next, state your crime. I carried out a certain task under my master's orders. I failed, but some people suffered because of it nonetheless. This was my crime. Your master? I'll need their full name. Also, when did this occur? Unlike me, he has many names. This happened a long time ago. Are you messing with me? Everything I've said is the truth. His voice sounds too low to be that of a child. Oh, okay. I apologize. Were you looking for a more dramatic account? Or for some lurid details to ignite your imagination? As for what happened that day, I could have recounted sparing no detail, from the furnishings of that clandestine hall to the thoughts of my companion, which I've ventured to speculate on. Wow, okay. But that's all just a fabrication of the mind made after the fact. We both know that's not what you're really after, but these are nothing more than stories masquerading as the truth. The real story has already turned to smoke along with that barren garden. What you want to know is the purer truth. The truth is that the culprit is where he should be. The other and trivialities are of no significance to you. They're inconsequential and thus won't shake up your order in the slightest. There's nothing here for you to trouble yourself with. Everything is as it should be. The culprit is where he should be. There's nothing here for me to trouble myself with. Everything is as it should be. Compared to the temporarily missing file, surely the misuse of the Rochelle loudspeaker is a more obvious problem. Apart from the unauthorized use, we've also received a number of complaints recently of nervous breakdowns caused by its repeated use. You're right, Estienne. The guards have an even greater duty to put a stop to this sort of rule breaking. We should investigate the matter immediately. What are we waiting for then? Let's get this show on the road. What the hell? Did he, like, hypnotize them? That's odd. Why did he flip at the drop of a hat? There's something fishy about this. Could it have something to do with that stuff Caterpillar said? Paimon just felt a little sleepy when she heard it. Yeah, he hypnotized them. Let's just ask him directly. I'm right there. Sorry for the delay. About the way I said I got the coupons earlier. What'd you do to him? Someone that aggressive doesn't seem like the type to take advice from anyone. Why would he give up so easily? Just a few small tricks. The culprit is where he should be. This is an undeniable fact. Making someone as straightforward as him certain of undeniable fact isn't exactly hard. Like that time with Julian? That's right, just like that time with Julian. I've been here a long time, as you know. After staying in one place for a long time, it's only natural to pick up a few handy tricks to exert some degree of influence over your environment. Almost too handy, I'd say. Changing a stubborn person's mind with just a few simple phrases almost sounds like magic. Could there have been times where we were also influenced by magic without even knowing it? Considering how pure-hearted you are, Paimon, that is a worrying thought. You too, Mist! Wait a minute, you're not saying Paimon as gullible as Julian, are you? It's not as simple as it looks. There are always limits to the application of tricks like these, and the results aren't always what you'd hope for. It's like with Julian. He always had a knack for art, but he lacked confidence because of his visual impairment. The certainty that he could draw well was inside him to begin with. Oh. But in other cases, the concept of certainty is just too abstract, making it difficult to predict the outcome. So I did take a chance this time. I just thought that if he held us up here, it would keep delaying the plan to get Lenoir out of the fortress. Besides, I doubt you wanted to be questioned by him repeatedly either. You shouldn't take chances like that. You're absolutely right. Back to the matter at hand. If you've changed your mind and want to back out, I understand completely. Lenoir might be sad for a time though. For her, playmates like you are hard to come by. We've already made a promise to her, so we can't just go back on our word now, right? A promise is a promise. Yeah, consider this our way of helping her out. Speaking of which, where is she? She went on an adventure early this morning, probably to rehearse for what's to come after she leaves this place. It's just as well. I have a few headaches to go take care of soon. You can usually get a reward for helping others, including the guards, take care of some headaches. Oh, we totally get that. Sounds like just some of the Adventurers Guild commission. I see. Would you two join me on this next commission then? Sure. Where are we going? The abandoned production zone in the lower levels. Oh. Obtain credit coupons. The abandoned production zone. What time is it? Yeah, I still have time.
Quit following me.
I I need to stretch because goddamn. Give me a second.
Relax.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
Okay. I just had to do like a little bit of stretching because my back feels really stiff.
Quit following me.
I don't think I've been here. Or have I? I don't remember. No one comes here anymore after the geode mine shaft was closed, and the devices here aren't meant for just anyone to handle. And that's exactly what happened this time. Someone tinkered with the drive valve and trapped their own companion. Anyway, let's get it open with let's get it to open up the passage to Supply Warehouse 1. By the way, if they offer you a drink, you'd best say no. Who's going to offer us a drink? And why won't we take it? Why won't we take it? You'll find soon enough. Okay. What the hell? A mechanical device which is exceedingly complex to operate. It can open and close the pass that leads to the abandoned production zone in various directions. When activated, the arrowhead-equipped core gear drivetrain and gear drivetrain will turn. Operate the device when the arrows are pointing in opposite direction to cause the device to stop spinning, upon which the path indicated by the core gear drivetrain's arrow will open. Okay. Hamdan. This isn't a place to be wandering about. If you don't have any business here, get out. I don't care. You're not gonna stop me anyway. Oh my god, what the hell? From today, all work related to the geode mineshaft has been suspended and the connecting paths have been sealed. If you require one of the connecting paths to be open for official fortress business, you must operate the drive valve only under the supervision of a technical expert to prevent accidents. The drive valve can be used to rotate, open, and close the connection path for each area. The drive valve is controlled via both the core gear drive non-removable and the gear drive train removable. What the hell? The non-removable core gear drive controls the central room, while the gear drivetrain controls the direction of each connecting path. When operating, take note that when the direction indicated by the core gear drive is opposite to that indicated by the gear drivetrain. What the hell? To Supply Warehouse 1. What? I don't understand. I'm so confused. Let me look at that again. I have the gear drivetrain, I think. Yeah, I have it. Okay. I hope there's like waypoints. Me too. Are you alright? I hope you weren't trapped for too long. My savior, you're finally here. Where's Koblenz? He's not with you? He told me about trapping you here and asked for my help, but he left because the guard interrupted us. I knew he wasn't reliable. He probably ran away because he felt guilty. I mean, how do you make money in business if you don't take risks? He was clumsy and too cautious to boot. I mean, pure water is one thing, but even Fonta is available nowadays. If Fonta is here, how are we supposed to survive? What? Well, you like Fonta too? Don't you like Fonta? I do. I have to admit, it's a formidable rival. It's nice to watch your streams. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, I have to settle this with Koblenz, by the way. Has he paid you? Nope. Sometimes I want to stuff him in a large bucket. That'll make him reflect on what he's done. Anyway, please take these coupons. Take them, you two, if you would. What? You want us to take all of it? Of course. Thank you, then. We can go to the Rag and Bone shop later to see if they have anything new. Oh, that was Paimon talking. Damn. I gave her, like, a really deep voice. By the way, I'd like to apologize for dragging you into this. I have some fresh health drinks. Would you like a bottle? Fresh health drinks? Yep, healthier than pure water, in fact. I'll take one. Hey, didn't Caterpillar tell you not to take one? No, Miss didn't mean— oh, right, he did say that. Miss didn't mean it. We already had a lot of drinks before coming here. But Paimon bets these drinks are good. We'll make sure to try one next time. Bad timing, huh? Well, come back when you get a chance. It'll be my treat. Thank you. I do my best. I feel like I've gotten better because it's always been pretty hard to read all this text fast when English is not my first language. Anyway, I must go talk to Koblenz now. I have something else to take care of, so I need to get going. Don't worry too much about the coupons. I'll put the clues that I come across on the blackboard. Let's meet up later. See you later!
Unnecessary.
Oh god. Bull fruit juice, rainbow rose distillate, Mistylotl distillate, cinnamon, honey, tidalga, condensance crystal powder, made Koblenz the guinea pig. He puked and got the runs, then was laid up in the infirmary for 3 whole days. I'm sure it's because Fontanian plants aren't healthy enough. I ought to replace the rainbow rose with Sumeru rose and Mistylotl with Neuvillette Lotus. Bull fruit juice, Sumeru rose distillate, Neuvillette distillate, cinnamon, honey, tidalga, condensance crystal powder. Koblenz refused point blank to try again no matter what. Spent 280 credit coupons to get Delasso to test the drink. Feedback wasn't bad. He said he felt quite perky after just 1 sip, so I'm on the right track. I can cut the bull fruit juice out, though, since it's like a little more than flavoring. Not like I'm making Fonta anyway. Sumeru rose distillate, Neuvillette distillate, tidalga, or powder. The yellowish green ore outside looked better than condensance crystal. Got a small piece near the storehouse and ground it up to replace the condensance crystal powers. Tried it, has a rich distinctive flavor. This wholesome, healthy drink is sure to be a success this time. Oh! Can I not take it? What the hell?
Too slow.
I thought I would need it. There we go.
Quit following me.
I'll put it back here just because I don't exactly know what to do with it.
Squall and Fury.
Mr. Miss Paimon, we've fallen way behind. It's true, I've gone to ask Estienne about the current situation, and this seems to be the case. Oh, damn. Let Paimon see. Ooh, looks like you got some coupons too, Caterpillar. Wait, aren't we still dead last? Even Darcy's ahead of us. He entered the competition by himself, didn't he? How can this be happening? Because he helped the guard take care of no small number of nuisances. For example, Miss Montglan often asks him for help. Paimon sees. Wait a minute, does that mean he was so nice to us at the start because he could gain something from it? Also, won't we lose for sure if this keeps up? If only Paimon hadn't eaten so much at the Rag and Bone Shop earlier. No matter, all that counts is the total number of coupons collected within the time limit. Using coupons you already have doesn't affect the total count. That means you can eat even more, Miss Paimon. Then more. Our problem right now is that we're about to lose the competition. Aren't you guys the least bit worried? There's still plenty of time left before the end. We'll make it. Today was exhausting. Are you tired, Mr. Mist? Let me rub your shoulders. Let's playing favorites, Lenore. Paimon's tired too. Okay, then I'll rub your shoulders too. Hee, okay. Tomorrow we'll divide and conquer. We'll reconvene here once we make some gains. Sound good? We'll make better time this way. Indeed, that sounds like a better plan. Also, if you don't mind, we can rest here just like before. Sure, Miss, you can take a break now if you're tired. Catter, tell me more of the story about the little girl. Last time we left off with a little girl living in the giant's garden. I bet she leaves the giant's garden, but how does she get out of there? One day, the little girl had heard the sound of a woman's voice coming from beyond the towering wall. Kind-hearted giant, I am in need of the little purple flowers from your garden. Would you please give me some? The giant refused, of course, and furiously bellowed at the woman on the other side of the garden wall to leave at once. But the woman did not leave, and from a short distance away she lamented that she had journeyed from afar for the little purple flowers in the garden, which she needed to cure a sick friend's illness. Hearing the woman's plight, the little girl felt sorry for her and for her friend. The giant had so many flowers in his garden, surely having one or two less wouldn't hurt? Thus the little girl approached the garden wall and whispered to the woman that she was willing to bring the woman a few of the little purple flowers. Except the little girl said the giant wouldn't let her leave, and the garden's walls were so tall that she wasn't sure how she would be able to get the flowers to her from inside. From the other side of the wall, the woman told the little girl that she was actually a witch that knew many magic spells, and if the little girl could bring her the flowers she needed from the giant's garden, she could use her magic to help the little girl leave the garden. Did the little girl decide to help the witch? I bet she did. Otherwise, the witch wouldn't be able to cure her friend's illness, right? But the giant said she couldn't leave the garden. If she left, wouldn't she get punished somehow? It's getting late. Let's save that part for the story for next time. Wow. Caterpillar probably went to get coupons elsewhere, but he left us some clue. The entrance to the Rift of Erosion? Maybe we'll even be able to get some coupons. Looks like... what? What does that mean? The entrance to the Rift of Erosion? What does that mean?
Too slow.
Hello, what is it? Please help us, good sorceress. Why are you talking like Lenoir? Just get to the point. We need lots of coupons. Are there any jobs we can take? You didn't join STN's game, did you? You should know when to stop. Nonetheless, there is something that I need your help with. Client should be repairing his device or whatever it is by the Rift of Erosion. Go help him out, would you? Just ask him for compensation. He won't object. We'll take care of it. Where's that?
Too slow. The wind rises. Quit following me. Behold! Unnecessary.
I get coupons from opening chests too. Huh? Something wrong? There's someone who looks just like you. You've met Galvarier? She's my younger sister. We're twins. She's too old to keep calling me sis all the time. Oh, please don't take it the wrong way. I don't dislike her at all. It's just this is our workplace and she should be more serious when it's work hours. What the hell?
Sure hope everything goes smoothly.
What is that? Just in time, come help me out. You can read minds? That's scary. Galvarier sent us to help you, but how'd you know that? Because you're the only ones here to help. Well, that makes sense. Anyway, the task is nothing difficult. The research terminal here requires 2 people to operate it simultaneously, and I've already entered the commands. Just walk over there and pull the lever. I almost forgot, the charging device should be nearby. I took it already. Please install the charging device first before starting. And just to double check, you're not machine killers, are you? Depends on how you define machine killers. Why do you ask? I asked Galvin for help last time, and even though I only looked away for a moment, when I looked back, the terminal was already destroyed. I asked her what happened, but she couldn't tell me. I found out from her sister later that no machines can survive under her for more than half a day. Even Alain Guillotin could have given up on her, I suspect. Even the repair fee was deducted from my compensation. If you're just like her, then all my hard work will be in vain. What a story! We're definitely not like her, don't worry. I'm counting on you then. Looking good. If we weren't in a place like this, I would have hired you as my assistant. This is too easy. By the way, what does this device do? There was a rift that connected to the outside and it had to be washed. Now we can just seal the passage with this device and save manpower. There's nothing new to the Fontaine Research Institute, by the way, but since I have plenty of time, I modified it a little bit. What you're seeing now isn't even its final form, which was actually deployed at the Geode Mine Shaft. I think I spoke too much. Just pretend you didn't hear anything. So there are exits in the Geode Mine Shaft? Right, you're a smart one, but if you were smarter, you would have kept that to yourself and not blurted it out. Anyway, problem solved. Galvana no longer needs to come down too often. I can take a break. Ah yes, I almost forgot about your compensation. Thanks for the help. How many... Ooh, I got a bunch. Oh, okay. Well... Okay, well now I have coupons and I would like to...
Quit following me. Squall and fury.
I'm not gonna spend them all because I know I need them for the quest, but... I want the recipes! Oh! I'll take like 2.
Too slow.
Having fun playing house with the kids? You are? I believe we've met. Did you need us for something? Did you need us for something? We're rivals, you know. Did you really come to see if we're having a good time? I have many qualities, and one that has benefited me greatly is my curiosity. I always want to get to the bottom of things I don't understand, so I tend to know the facts better than others. What a coincidence, me too. Looks like we'll enjoy talking to each other then. I just wanted to know why you decided to take part in this game. If it was for the chance to get out, I have another route that I can show you. I like playing games and I like winning even more. Remaining vigilant around your enemies is wise, but I'm not necessarily your enemy. What do you mean by that? What I mean is, if you only want to win, then why don't we work together? Huh? But aren't you already in first place? That's precisely what why we both stand to benefit. Wait a minute, we joined to help Lenoir out. That little girl? In that case, if you're willing to join up with me, I'll grant any wish she has as well. Sounds too good to be true. And I'll be frank, this is a matter of honor. Caterpillar and I have some unresolved history. I don't know what she said to pull one over on you, but I'm telling you, he's a monster in human skin. What are you all talking about? Not some sort of rule-breaking scheme, I trust. Mr. Noai, your timing couldn't be better. Could I ask you about the results of the investigation into Caterpillar? The majority of his records are missing, but it's fine. The culprit is where he should be, and everything is as it should be. His records are missing? That's impossible. He definitely had a hand in this. The missing records need to be recreated. Right, how could I have forgotten about that? Right, go finish your task now. I don't want to see you loitering around here. Mr. Miss Paimon, welcome back! We brought quite the haul back today. Our current standing should be... Yeah, it's not great. Dang it, we only just pulled ahead of Darcy. That's great, we're not in last place anymore. But there are 4 of us. Yeah, and we're doing great. Such positivity. But are we really gonna be okay like this? We still have 2 big hurdles ahead of us. You promised me we'd win for sure, right, Catter? That's right, so don't worry too much, you two. I know that may sound strange, but sometimes forgetting about the outcome and enjoying the fun to be had in the process isn't a bad way to go. Okay, if you say so. Oh, speaking of that, Caterpillar, we received an invitation from the guy who was in first place earlier, but he was super rude and he said that you're a... Anyway, it wasn't very nice of him. What happened between you two? Just a few minor differences of opinion. He invited me to join him as well, but having no real reason to accept, I declined his offer. Later, he tried to get some of his lackeys to teach me a lesson. It's true, I am a monster. The kind people like him would do well not to provoke. Don't say that. Surely you didn't end up this way because you wanted to, right, Caterpillar? If Catter is a monster, then he's one of the good ones. Just like how there are good sorcerers and bad sorcerers. What's the matter? Are you sleepy, Lenoir? But I haven't heard the rest of yesterday's story yet. If you're tired, you should go for an early night. Mr. and Miss Paimon, we will still meet again tomorrow. Why are you asking that all of a sudden? If you don't want to be on the same team as us anymore. What are you talking about? Didn't we say we'd get first place together? There are still 2 more teams ahead of us, so we have to make tomorrow count. Yeah, you're right. I'm so sleepy. Let's do our best tomorrow. Sweet dreams, Mr. Miss. Sweet dreams, Miss Paimon. Where we last left off, the witch told the little girl that she would use her magic to help her leave the giant's garden. The little girl brought her the little purple flowers she needed. I'm really sleepy, but I want to know what happens next. What did the little girl do? Does the witch cure her friend in the end? Although the giant had warned the little girl of the many dangers of the world beyond the garden wall, the little girl had never seen what the outside world was like, so she didn't know what danger even was. She told the voice on the other side of the wall that she would help bring her some of the little purple flowers. So many identical flowers were growing in the garden, and each looked as beautiful as the next. She didn't know why the giant treasured each and every one of them so. The little girl had heard laughter from the other side of the wall. Later, with a bouquet of flowers in her hands, the little girl rode a gust of winds over the wall to the world outside. The tall witch took the little purple flowers from the little girl's hand. The little girl, thinking she had done a good deed, was very pleased with herself, but when she tried to return to the garden, she discovered that the wall, the garden, and the giant were no longer there. Good witch, I'd like to return to the giant's garden now. Could you please use your magic to take me back? The little girl asked. But what can you give me in exchange now? The witch replied. Huh? Then the little girl couldn't go back? I'm glad the witch could save her friend, but I don't like this story. Everyone has stories that they don't like. And I'll tell you a story next time, Catter. I have to sleep now. What the hell? Clues. The dormitory block mailroom, the rag and bone shop, the north side of the production zone lower levels. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. God, my back hurts again, fuck.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Well, that was the time. Man. That was very interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now because I'm super tired and my back hurts, so I probably should go to bed or something. I think I will do that. But thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate it. It was really fun, and I will be playing more Genshin on Wednesday, I think. I think I'm gonna be continuing this quest. I have no idea how long it is. I was told it's like the Aranara type, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna have to see who I can raid first. But again, if it's as long as the Aranara quest, I'm not gonna do the whole thing on stream, probably. There's Usagi Yokai who's streaming right now. They're doing art. Alright, I'm starting the raid. It's gonna take a few seconds. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you again soon on Wednesday. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Finding the canned haggis, but I